At this time around, we want to switch it up a bit and focus on some dietary concerns. And today we are talking to our very good friend, her favorite on the show, Ifwa Disia Nomanyo, who is a registered dietitian, but we like to call it Enna here on the show. A conversation that's focused on dietary management of hypoglycemia. Sounds Charlie, big word, and now help us break it down. And I welcome to Break Sunday Breakfast.
Thank you.
Charlie, today you came with some way.
Yes.
What are you measuring and what are we hoping to calculate?
So when it comes to dietary management, measurement is key. Okay, measuring what you eat is very important, so you can control a lot of the conditions we are managing. Yeah.
Wow. So that's that part of it. But I want to also say hypoglycemia. What exactly are you referring to?
Okay. So hypoglycemia is when your blood sugar level goes below normal. Okay. You know, hyperglycemia, that is diabetes, that is when your sugars are always up. There's also the situation where it can drop below normal. That is often below 3.9. Okay. And when it goes below 3.1, then that is even more deadly. Okay. So in managing diabetes, you have to also be careful that you don't go below the normal. In trying to bring your sugar levels within the normal range, you also have to be careful so that you don't fall below normal. When it gets below normal, that's dangerous.
Wow.
Okay, so today we are going to know how to manage your diet so you don't go below normal. Other factors contribute to the blood sugar level dropping below normal. Exercise is one. The medication or insulin you are taking is also another. So whilst you are managing your sugar levels with diet, exercise, and medicine, you have to constantly be checking whether you are within the normal range.
Wow.
So below the normal range is what is called hypoglycemia.
Wow.
Okay.
This past couple of weeks, on the health segment of the show, we focused a lot on diabetes. Type 1, type 2. Yeah. We looked at the symptoms last week, and today we've been focused on the complications with regards to treatment. And I even lie, you know, listening to Dr. Kalsum, it sounded very serious and even scary in some parts. So it's great you're having this discussion, because then now we know what to eat and how to eat.
Yeah.
And I hope this is the focus of the conversation.
Yes, it is the focus.
So maybe you can start with a little recap on the foods, right?
Okay.
Dietary foods that we should look out for or should be our mainstays when we have to treat diabetes.
Okay. So diabetes has to, or dietary management in diabetes focuses more on lean proteins. Okay. Having a balanced meal is the way to go. And a balanced meal focuses on lean proteins. So when we talk about lean proteins, if we are doing chicken, we are removing the skin. Okay, though the skin is the nicest according to some people. You know, fat tastes nice.
Cooked or uncooked? Do you remove it cooked or uncooked?
You remove it uncooked.
I felt a stab in my heart. It's not that it tastes nice like that too.
Yes, but you know, don't forget, taste is acquired. Okay.
Maybe just on the chicken, then we'll go further. Is it for all meals? So whether it's like your chicken light soup, you still have to remove the skin.
Okay,
if it's
so
wings,
some parts of the chicken you cannot remove, like wings. So when you are used to lean chicken, you will not enjoy wings. Okay, because wings is more skin than the lean
Than the
meat.
meat,
So that is unhealthy, but we enjoy it.
I just wanted to clarify that
yes,
point.
so wings out, and then the thigh you can easily remove
the wings
before it goes. And after you have removed the skin, there are some fat on it. You still have to take your time and remove them. Okay, when you add it to your soup or you steam them and use the stock to prepare your meals, the fat is still in there. So if you decide to remove the skin before eating, because you have cooked with it, you are doing cause 90. Okay, so you remove it. If it's goats, that is why red meat is a once in a while thing, because you can not easily remove the skin of goats. So once in a while, yes. Kebabs, you know, they will skewer the skin and the fats, everything. So these things are once in a while. But for healthy eating, paying attention to some of the complications Doc was talking about, when you have that in mind, you will quickly remove the skin because you don't want to go there. Nursing diseases are more difficult, so healthy eating is the way to go, especially when we are entering into Christmas, when everybody is going to indulge. Let's enjoy the healthy way. Okay, so protein should be lean, fats should be good sources of fats. Okay, so the type of oil you are using, how you use it should be healthy. Okay, carbohydrates should be whole grains. Okay, fruit and vegetables should be more vegetables than fruits. Okay, because of the sugar content in the fruit. Our smoothies, that will move me here sometime, should be more vegetables than fruits.
Vegetable smoothies,
they are nice.
So like carrot or because definitely no cabbage. Definitely not lettuce. Maybe dandelion. I saw someone do dandelion juice, but that's not even a vegetable.
But lettuce is good. Lettuce is nice.
Lettuce
and smoothies are nice, but we use them therapeutically in the hospitals. Okay. Cabbage, we use them in smoothies therapeutically, but some people do them, especially when you are treating also like that. Although it's therapeutic, but it's nice. But you blend it.
You would definitely not do cabbage smoothies and say I'm going to sell, right?
Okay, so it depends on your targets.
Okay.
See, the type of smoothies we do or you do, that is very dense with sugar.
Because we're focused on the taste.
Yes, so let's say you are adding pineapple, banana,
watermelon,
frozen
watermelon and frozen banana.
God.
Oh God, and a little milk.
Oh my God. That's nice. That will taste nice.
Yeah.
But when you are done with all that, this is the allowed quantity
of
that
to drink.
Yes, because it is dense.
Wow.
Okay, with the sugar.
Man, there's no point.
And this is 120 ml. Okay, so will you be okay drinking this? You would want more.
Yeah.
By the time you are finished with the glass, then you should have gone for fufu, because the energy in that glass.
Oh God. And
so yes, so back to diabetes management with diets. The whole grains are key because they are slowly digested to give you constant supply of blood glucose. So you have regular supply of energy. You know, the body's main source of energy is the carbohydrates. And fruits and vegetables are also carbohydrates. Let's not forget that. So we are going for the whole grains that have the fiber intact. Okay. And though reduced, you are supposed to ensure that you are always having the wholeness of the grain intact, So therefore, a diabetic should not take Hausa cocoa, for instance. A diabetic will not enjoy mori cocoa that we sieve. We want it fine, so we take the fiber out either with our hands or we use colander to sieve. You are throwing away the fiber. Okay, we can incorporate fiber in the form of seeds and nuts back into the porridge, okay, to make it more nutritious for us. And it's the healthy way to go, whether diabetic or hypertensive. One main important issue is when you are diagnosed diabetic, you should eat as though you have hypertension and high cholesterol. Okay, so you watch your fat intake, you watch your salt intake, and you watch your fiber intake, because we always say they are like triplets. One calls the other and the other.
Right.
So when you have the triplets in position, then they attack your organs. That's the complication. So it is always important to focus on reducing or slowing down the disease progression with your diet and medication and physical exercise, and ensure that you are not attracting the other two. Okay, so with that in mind, you will eat the healthy way. You remove the skin. You make sure you go for whole grains. You make sure you are exercising. You ensure you are not eating too much salt and too much sodium. Okay.
So with hypoglycemia, how do we plan a meal?
Okay.
Is it slightly different from the diabetic meal plan?
So hypoglycemia, when you have noticed that you easily fall into hypo, it means that you need regular supply of glucose in your system. It means that you easily go below the normal range. Okay, you will see the symptoms. You get confused, you get tired, you feel dizzy. If you don't take care and it is not noticed early, you might even go into coma. Okay, so in order to prevent that, you have to eat smaller meals at regular intervals. Every 3 hours or 4 hours, you are eating something. So when you wake up early morning, you go for a cup and vegetables before you even start your day. Okay, so 6, 7 a.m. fast tea or porridge is key. Then you plan for your breakfast. Once again, the meal we planned yesterday, the same whole grains, protein and fats is intact for your breakfast. Snack, AM snack, that is between lunch, between breakfast and lunch,
so brunch.
You take a snack. Okay, that snack should not be just an apple. So if you are taking an apple, apple with Greek yogurt is nice, okay, because it should be balanced. It shouldn't be that simple sugar. Okay, so apple even with granite paste, have you tasted before?
I have. It's actually very nice.
Good. Somebody will say like,
look at me like that. Or you can make your point.
It's very nice. Mostly when I introduce that to patients who haven't tried before. Hey, granite paste na apple. That's
They might as well just eat apple and like palm nuts. Palm nuts. They're not for the palm.
No, that's
you want to eat apple and granite paste.
But don't you spread granite paste on bread?
Yes.
So I am replacing the bread with
an apple.
And it's nice. It's really nice.
To be fair, they are both high fiber foods, right?
Yes.
Bread and the apple.
But this one has more vitamins. The apple will give you more vitamins and minerals, than the bread that is even not supposed to go for.
So you slice the apple in, you slice the paste in the bread.
Yes, or better still, you just dip it into
But how about chocolate paste?
You can try it. Chocolate, no. So we are going for the healthy ones. Okay, so granite paste is healthy. Even that, just 2 tablespoons, and 2 tablespoons is enough for 1 apple.
Okay.
Okay, but the chocolates is too dense with
the apple.
and even there are some added sugars that we don't want to go. Though we are trying to prevent hypo, we want it the healthy way. Okay.
Wow.
So you can go that. If you don't want that, you can do your salad, small cup of salad with your egg on it. So it shouldn't just be vegetables. It should be vegetables with protein. And you know, have you tried Greek yogurt salad dressing? It's nice. It's nice. It's nice. Oh my God, it's very nice.
It's Jude's expression for me. He's like,
you know, I've not even finished absorbing the Ghana pasted apple. You know, I'm still battling internally with my system to make sense of it. Then I am passing somewhere else. Right?
No, you know, it becomes difficult when you have to eat your vegetables dry without dressing.
Yeah.
But they are healthy salad dressing. I think next year when we come, we will do more of practical stuff. Viewers will try at home and give us feedback.
Sure.
This yogurt, Greek yogurt salad dressing is very nice with a little cinnamon. And
how about vinegar?
Yes.
what about olive oil dressing?
Yes, olive oil dressing is also good. Olive oil with a little ginger, garlic, whatever spice you want to. Just a tablespoon on your salad is great. Okay, you will enjoy it.
But and this 1 cup will not be. You will not be satisfied.
Okay, so when it comes to salad, we don't consider because you don't have a lot of energy in there. You have the fiber,
so you can eat as
so
much
you can
as you
eat as. That is when you can cheat.
No, okay.
Okay, but then when you are cheating with salad, ensure when you are diabetic, ensure you don't have too much carrot and beetroot in there. Okay, let your carrot and beetroot be very small because they are the dense vegetables. They have more sugar.
Okay.
Okay, so then if you are blending, if you are doing beetroot, if you are doing smoothie and you are blending beetroot with carrots and pineapple, what are you drinking?
Wow. And there's a message here for you. It says, good morning, Edna. Please, rice used to be my favorite, but lately when I take in rice in any form, I begin to experience pains in my arms and lower part of my legs. Could this be attributed to some kind of diabetes? And this is messages from Hassan in Wa.
So I'll ask Hassan to go to the hospital for further assessment, but you know, before you go, if you have noticed that rice gives you this, then your body is your best indicator of what you have to eat. I can take apple. Apple is known to be good, but somebody reacts to apple. That is the uniqueness of your body. Rice in a healthy meal, we will reluctantly do rice anyway. So if you are reacting to rice, that's even good. I mean, find a better alternative, yes. But with the other, with the type of symptoms you are showing, you need further assessment for us to know what is
actually the case. And you recommend that he goes to the hospital.
Yes, yes.
How much rice should we be eating with your cups?
No, there's no part. And around there can't be part. It can't be part. And I can't be part. Before the way I'm looking at it before you start, we beg you. We beg you. We beg you. We beg you.
So for people like us who don't have, who assume we don't have diabetes, we will easily go for a scoop of this and then have about 2 cups of this as your rice, as your vegetables. But a scoop of this for your rice is okay.
People are not happy with you in the studio,
but
you know, and the thing is that, so let me tell you, so the thing is that people actually take a lot of the things you say yes seriously, right? So you know, and it's a lot of things you say. So maybe you should just try and, you know, give us a little more room. Because what you say, you
1 cup of this, but for someone like, for a man.
But when you go to the restaurants, and they will normally give you about 2 of this. When they give you more vegetables and healthy protein, are you able to finish your rice? you are likely unable to finish
and
it
the other thing
unless you eat your rice first before your protein and your vegetables.
But like you said, you should start with the vegetables.
Yes.
But the other thing really too is that a lot of us don't get our food from, the restaurants is once in a while.
Okay, so let's say at home.
Yeah.
When you're dishing I can imagine you have prepared your jollof.
Yeah.
Christmas is coming. You go for about 3 or even 4 portions.
I don't
as
measure.
a guy.
I sat it. I don't measure. I sight, like I scoop it. So wait, wow, and it's serious. And this is the healthy option.
And we will mostly go for rice the white way.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go for the polished rice, and we will mostly at home not eat our jollof with vegetables. Even if we will eat with vegetables, just a little, because I know nane eating. And it's also because we don't like vegetables. Yeah. So we will end up eating a lot of the rice. And even if it is plain rice, we will eat it with a lot. We will eat it with just a little stew, and the stew is gravy, all kind of gravy. So you will not even take a stew like this to eat rice. What try you look for something like this to eat, and that is smooth vegetables. It's gravy without any vegetables. So you are in a haste to eat the rice. Okay, try this at home for this Christmas. I am
the messages are coming thick and fast because Molly Yebu Kelvin sends a message. Atobra Kweku Eje also sends a message. Molly says, "My name is Molly Yevu Kelvin. God richly bless you and for this educative talk. I want to ask, can you eat fruits before eating banku or fufu?" That's the first one. Now, Atobra Eje also says, when Eno asked you about the measurements for rice, my heart also started to beat. I didn't want any surprises. So,
so this cup, before I go on, this cup, it's like for somebody like me or us who might be sedentary in a lot of our work.
Yeah.
Okay. This cup will not be same for a very physically active person who is eating and on the go. Okay, right, cool. So your level of activity would determine the amount of rice you are eating. Okay, so it is not a one size fits all.
Amazing.
It depends
amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So
about
this question,
eating the fruits before the banku and fufu.
Yes. So when you are eating your fruits before your banku, then you are counting your fruits as parts of your meal.
Okay.
Okay, because fruits is also give. Let's say if I'm eating my apple or my orange or my banana with my banku, okay, it means that I then have to reduce my banku. If this is my bowl of banku for my body, okay, then eating the banana or the orange before this means I have to reduce the banku a little so that I am fitting it with this. Okay, but if I say that is natural, so I will eat the banku, the regular size of the banku, and go for about 2 or 3 fingers of banana. I have eaten more carbohydrate. They are all carbohydrate. So as a healthy meal for a diabetic, you can take salad with fruits and your protein in the morning, and that's a meal. No porridge. Okay, so fruits is counted as carbohydrates.
Okay. Wow. This one's from Nigeria, and it's saying that this is educative. Please keep it up. What food can people with diabetes but living in the villages away from salad ingredients eat? This is a big concern. I watch your program every Sunday morning. I'm 60 plus. From Mercy Toyen.
The village food is even the interesting one with diabetes. Okay, so if my grandmother in the village or my mother in the village wakes up in the morning and wants to do her vegetables in the form of gardeners, kuntumre, they have the herbs, we have a lot of the greens, the ademes. If we are doing that and reducing the banku that will go with it, the yam that will go with it, whatever whatever starchy carbs going with it. That's also healthy. But you wake up in the morning, if you're a person that easily experiences hypo, then you need a tea, and your tea can be in the form of, or your porridge can be any of your porridges without the sugar, so that you start with that, just a cup of that before you start your day.
Right.
Okay. And when you know that you are the type that easily gets irritated, gets dizzy, gets confused, these are the signs. Even you start shivering. Some gets up early in the morning, if they haven't eaten, they are shaking already. That is a sign of hypo. Okay, then you have to get your porridge before then. You don't want to
So with
start
hypoglycemia, you have to eat something as soon as you wake up.
Within short intervals,
Right.
because otherwise
So
they
you're able
start
to draw
shaking.
a timetable for them?
Yes,
a diet
they
timetable.
eat 6 times.
Okay.
Okay, so they are those, when they are even going out, they have to go with either a small drink, Coke. But the small drink doesn't mean you should finish all the bottle.
Hey,
Okay.
interesting.
Yes, so when you are seeing the symptoms, even before you have to take the fruits, but when, let's say something has happened and you forgot, you haven't eaten and you are shaking, if you have chocolate, that is when it is allowed. You can take 1 or 2 or 3 of the small cubes, okay? When you even have toffee, the hard, you just lick 1 or 2, 4 before, so that you need something quick, a quick energy. When you even have simple sugar, the table sugar, yes, you put 1 tablespoon in water and drink by 15 minutes time, 30 minutes time. So you need
it's a very serious condition.
It's a very serious one. So with that, you also have to let the people around you know. It's very important.
Yeah, so you can't do long journeys and things without having like backup food or something on you.
Yes, when you are diabetic, when you are traveling, packing your meals with you is very important.
A lot of messages here for you.
I
Back in your
know.
meal.
This
Very
one,
important.
hello, I'm Nathan and a diabetic. The problem is the cost of living now and prices of healthy veggies.
So, yes, cost of living and prices, some way affecting us all. But you know, can you also say you not buy your medicine because of, you do everything to get your medication, because life and health comes first. Okay, so the veggies are very important. Without the fiber, you will easily run out of energy. Okay, because they give you the constant supply. They ensure that the fiber ensure that you have slow release of glucose in your system. So if you are going for the refined ones, you easily fall into the complication doctor was talking about. Okay, so making sure your sugar level is controlled and stays within normal as a diabetic is very important. You make all the sacrifices.
Which one is the normal range? Someone is asking, Hakeem in Fuful, so he wants to know the normal glucose range.
Okay, so when you wake up morning, below 7 is the key, but not below 4. Okay, so when you are getting 3 point something, you know that, no, let me quickly eat something. Okay, and when it comes to hypo, even a healthy person can also fall into hypo. When you don't have diabetes and you haven't eaten for long and you see you are having a slurred speech, you are getting dizzy, you need the energy, because that is the main, when you are going to exercise as a diabetic, when you are going to exercise, you have to ensure you have taken a snack, not a heavy meal. A heavy meal you cannot exercise.
Maybe
but
a
getting
banana.
a healthy snack, a banana with your peanuts, either in a form of paste that Duncan doesn't want to hear, or yes, or your apple or your salad. If it is, diabetics are not supposed to do smoothies.
Okay.
I want to...
Not even vegetables?
Yes, because you have mechanically started the digestion before you you drink it. Okay. So that will give you fast release of blood glucose. Okay. What we are trying to do is a slow digestion.
Right.
Giving you slow release of energy.
Right.
So that constantly. But if you blend it, some patients will say, we don't like vegetables. I mean, as Ghanaians, we don't like vegetables. So the only way we can eat the vegetables you are asking is to blend it. When I blend it and I drink it, so please.
Don't do that.
Don't do that as diabetic. Okay.
Wow.
Because that has been,
Right.
Any idea what we'll be discussing next week, or would have to continue? Because the messages are a lot, and I don't think we can go through all. Right. So, for example, Desmond Greda Estate says, please ask and if it's true that the nutritional value in our foods now has reduced, and whether we need to add supplements to our food. This one wants your number. We need this kind of education for our gym at Amrihia Fitness Center. I'm sure you're available to do that.
Yeah.
But to come with,
I have gyms.
Of course.
Go to. So,
And give us your where they can find you, number, social media, so that we can our viewers can reach out to you for all their concerns.
Have we done the 30 minutes already?
It's only, but you have to issue a disclaimer that it's only here that they get free advice, you know. So if I were you doing the listening, I'd always send my message here, because if you call Henna Disia Consult, I'll pick up the call and I'll tell you the
price review. It's very necessary.
It's very important.
Before I got
this
home,
message,
there were so many messages.
but this message from the Amrihia Gym, I think, has rather sent his contact. So we'll try and make it available. But and I thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome. I am forced to come next week.
Maybe we have to continue this discussion.
Yes,
because if the messages are anything to go by,
Yeah.
good morning.
And thank you so much.